Hey guys, welcome to Tell Me About It. This channel will be dedicated to the incredible and the unexplained. I will be uploading videos weekly. Today's story might just give you goosebumps. If you have any requests, suggestions, or first-hand personal experiences and would like them to be told on this channel and heard by others, then feel free to send me an email at tellmeabouittv@gmail.com. That's spelled tellmeaboutit@gmail.com. If you're as intrigued by the incredible and the unexplained as I am, then make sure to pummel that like button, pinch and poke that subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss any of my weekly uploads. 2005, a 14-year-old girl got off the bus, went to her front door, took out her butterfly key, stuck it in the door until she heard a click, and walked on into her house. Knowing that nobody would be home until well into the evening, she decided against doing any homework, and instead would hop on the couch and watch some TV. But before long, she started to get hungry, so she decided to go in the kitchen and find something to snack on. The way her living room was set up, there was a doorway when you walked into the kitchen, and right beside the doorway there was this mirror. And this girl hated that mirror. Every time you would walk through the kitchen, you had to look in the mirror. And for some reason, she always had this feeling that somebody was going to be standing right behind her. The way that the mirror was positioned, you would always get a partial glimpse of yourself and then another partial glimpse of the living room behind you. The couch, the love seat, the coffee table, and so on. She looked through the freezer and then the cupboard, and she still couldn't find anything. So she finally decided to look in the fridge. She grabbed herself a Pepsi, and when she popped it open, she could hear the sizzling, crackling noise of the carbonated drink. That's when she stopped and thought. Her house seemed more quiet than normal, almost like an unsettling quiet. She didn't get this feeling every single time she was home alone, or every night even. There was just certain times that the air itself would just feel thicker or different. Things would just start to feel off. She decided to raid the fridge, but once she got in there and she started realizing there wasn't a whole lot to pick from, she decided that she was going to eat these hot dog things that she had never seen before. So after heating them up and going back into the living room, she started eating them and realized that there was cheese inside of them. So kind of annoyed, she got up and headed towards the kitchen with her plate of nasty hot dogs. She was beginning to walk through the doorway. She noticed something in the mirror, so she had to do a double take. But when she did, she literally felt the hairs on her neck stand up. In her reflection, behind her on the couch, she noticed sitting on the couch with arms by her side sat a woman that wasn't even aware of the teenager's presence. Besides the fact that she could only see this scary, terrible woman through this mirror, she looked different. She just looked old-fashioned, almost like a pilgrim. As detailed as every feature on this woman was, the scariest part was her nightcap, her nightgown, the lace on her nightgown, her face, her hair, everything was the same color. She appeared semi-transparent. That woman sat on that couch, stiff as a board, didn't move, didn't blink, didn't breathe. It was like she was here, but not here at the same time. The teenager felt as if that ghostly woman didn't even acknowledge that she was in this teenager's home. She didn't acknowledge that she did not fit into the year 2005. Under her nightcap that seemed to match this very long, flowing nightgown, she had short, scruffy hair, but she had a very masculine-looking face. For what felt like hours, this teenager stared into this mirror at this ghost lady, taking mental notes of every single unnatural feature. even as the plate that the girl held shattered all over the floor. It took her a moment to even hear what was happening, and it was almost like this girl was stuck in some weird time rip that this ghost lady and her were in. As this teenage girl looked down at her hot dogs all over the floor, shattered plate pieces all over the floor, she finally looked back up at the mirror and the woman was gone. The teenage girl, who suddenly felt like a small child again, decided that she was going to call her mom at her work and beg her to tell her where this mirror came from. After her mom picked up the phone, she explained to her daughter that this particular mirror had been in their family's possession for at least the last 80 years. To this day, I can very, very, very clearly remember every detail of this woman. It literally seemed like it was some kind of glitch or some kind of rip in time or space, like her timeline was bleeding into my timeline. The whole time that I was looking into a mirror, as crazy as it sounds, and seeing this ghost lady, not one single time did she ever make eye contact. Not one single time did she ever move, did she flinch. Nothing, not even when the plate shattered on the floor. This little childlike part that thinks when I look in the mirror, I'm gonna see her again. Or I'm gonna see somebody standing behind me. But out of all of the scary, strange, just weird things that happened in that particular house, there was only one other experience that scared me, that scarred me as much as this mirror lady did. If you want to hear the second scariest moment that I had living in this house, make sure that you follow my channel, high five that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss any of my weekly uploads. Also, if you have any requests, suggestions, first-hand personal experiences of the supernatural, of miracles, of the incredible, or the unexplained, please email me at tellmeaboutit.tv@gmail.com. That's spelled TELLMEABOUTITTV@gmail.com, because I would love to hear your stories. I can make your story anonymous, or I can share your social media or your name, however you want.